We have just people watching from everywhere.
Oh,
it's amazing.
The reach of NESN is astounding. But I'm glad Mike's watching. Yolmer Sanchez, 1 for 2 with a single tonight. Switch hitter. Spent 7 years with the White Sox. We're going to have a very good ball club, very exciting ball club. And Tony La Russa is the manager. And I don't think you could get out of the way of that one. Knocked him down. Somehow he did get out of the way.
I thought it sounded like he got his foot or something. Might have been the ball bouncing is what I heard. Take another look. I don't know how in the world he did get away from that.
Chance Cisco on deck, and then Tyler Nevin. 1, 2, 3 for Baltimore, as Nate Eovaldi works into his 6th inning. Been sharp. Lashed into center, driving back for Dugo, and he's got it. Ran that down all the way to the track, 1 away.
Join us tomorrow night for more spring training action as the Sox host the Twins at JetBlue Park. Don't miss first pitch Wednesday night at 6 on NESN Plus, presented by your local Nissan dealers.
Cisco, the left-hand hitting catcher, 0 for 2. He's hit it in the air 2 times. Hit .214 last season. And lays off the breaking ball in for strike. Among those we may see for the Sox tonight, former Yankee Adam Ottavino, Josh Taylor, Hirokazu Sawamura, and he is up in the bullpen. 32-year-old from Japan. Was an all-star there. Worked predominantly as a starting pitcher, also out of the bullpen on occasion.
I'll tell you what, Eovaldi looks really good this game tonight. There's Sawamura. Fastball slider split from him.
Bounding ball and scooped up by Hernandez. 2 up and 2 down. That'll send up Tyler Nevin. Nevin with a base hit, infield single in the 4th inning. He's 1 for 2. So Alex Cora's got to be delighted with that effort out of Nate tonight. Walking away with a smile, he should be. Sawamura coming out of the bullpen. Nice hand for Nate here. 2-0 Red Sox.
tonight. One of the best outings he's had this spring, without question. 3 strikeouts on a night. Fastball away for that one right there. Another pitcher on the outside part of the plate to pick up the strikeout, swing and a miss. But it wasn't the strikeouts tonight for Mlb. It was the fact that he had command and control of all of his pitches in this ball game. He worked at a very, very quick pace, throwing strikes. Only had 1 walk on the night. Very, very, I think the best outing that he's had all spring.
Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt about that. He's going to feel great about rounding into form at this point in the spring. Here's Sawamura. This is the first time we've seen him here on NESN. An all-star in Japan, 32 years old. Played in 3 Japan series in the Nippon League, which is the equivalent of our World Series, and he fires a strike on Nevin. You know, one thing that he's been adapting to is the size of the baseball. In Japan, the baseball is bigger and it's a little bit harder. 0-2. Six feet, about 210, and the 0-2.
I'd like to split that time that he threw down in the dirt. Thrown all 3 pitches, I believe. Fastball, slider, split.
And Tyler Nevin, part of a very talented baseball family. His dad, Phil, played 12 years in the big leagues. His brother, Kyle, at Baylor University. And he'll take in tight at the hands. Sox in front 2-0 on an opposite field home run by Hunter Renfroe. To you by William Ravis, the official real estate company of the Boston Red Sox, and by buyatoyota.com, Toyota's official website for deals. Gorgeous night in Florida. Sox with a 2-0 lead here over Baltimore, who they will see on opening day 1 week from tomorrow. And Xander Bogaerts to lead off this inning. He has struck out, fly to center. Xander certainly a bright spot for the Red Sox last year, who needed a lot more of them. Hit 300 with 11 home runs. Nate's still grinning, as he should be.
He should be. You're not kidding. feel pretty good about yourself when you come out of an outing like that, especially this close to opening day.
Devers next, and then Marwin Gonzalez. This is a good time of spring training for broadcasters because your regulars are in the game for a long time.
Longer anyway, yes. This will change pretty soon, I think.
2-2. Rafi will be looking for his first hit tonight.
As I've always called it, the fog of spring training. Once they start making the changes, it's just like fog rolling in. You have no idea who's in the game at some times.
Yes. Check swing. They appeal and no swing. So a full count. Take a look.
Tried with the breaking ball away from Bogey. Let's see. Did he go or not? No, he held up. Not even close.
There are a few better in the game checking their swing than Xander Bogaerts is. He's going to take downstairs ball 4, so he is on to lead off the 6th inning. Red Sox baseball summer camp is the ultimate experience for young Red Sox fans. It's a 5-day camp designed to accommodate all levels of youth baseball from ages 5 through 13. To enroll and learn more, including a COVID-19 session on protocols, please visit redsox.com/camps. Christian Arroyo will run for Xander Bogaerts at first base.
As we speak of the fog of spring training, it begins.
And Devers slices that one the other way. Went carving at that, but a foul ball. Alex Cora announcing Eduardo Rodriguez will make his first career opening day start this season against these guys. Opening day and a shot, and Mark can't make the play, and a base hit. First knock of the night for Rafael Devers.
Well, the Red Sox have a chance to do some damage here in the 6th. First 2 guys on, walk. Now this hard base hit right there. Something off speed that was up in the zone, and you can see Devers just jump all over it. Little 2-step getting out of the box, it looked like, for Rafael, didn't it?
Arroyo down to second. And now Marwin Gonzalez. Marwin has popped to second. He's also struck out. Dean Kramer got the start for the Orioles tonight. He went 4 2/3, threw the ball well. He allowed a 2-run homer in the 3rd inning to Renfroe, but only 5 hits. Looks like he's going to be part of their rotation. That one stung. That's going to drop down for a base hit. Red Sox swinging the bats as Arroyo will stop at 3rd, and they're going to be all filled up with nobody out.
Yeah, that was a tough read. The ball was hit. It was hard to tell whether that was going to drop in or whether that was going to be caught. And I think when you see Arroyo at second base, he's got to make sure right here that it's not caught and he's doubled up. So he has to stop and kind of shuffle his way to 3rd base. Then when he realizes it is going to drop in, you have to stop him at 3rd base. Nobody out in the inning. You don't want to have that first out made at home plate. That's kind of a tough play for a base runner at second base. See him put his hands out. I couldn't tell. I didn't know.
Another pitching change coming. So the Orioles will go back to their bullpen. It is 2-0 Boston. Red Sox threatening again with the bases loaded and nobody out. Day season ticket plans provide fans with the best seat locations and more. For information, call 877 Red Sox 9 or visit redsox.com/season tickets. The Red Sox with an opportunity to bust this one wide open. Zach Lowther coming out of the bullpen for the Orioles to take on Franchy Cordero. So they'll bring on a lefty for Franchy, who has singled and also flied out to center. Double-A numbers from 2019 for the lefty, 13 and 7. And a block there by Cisco.
Put up a good at bat with the bases loaded, infield in a little bit, as you can see, and they take it right away from him. Ball's hit so hard the runners couldn't get that far off the bag, so there was no chance for a double play anywhere. That's what Sanchez was looking for, a double play.
Big first out brings up Chavis. Michael tonight has struck out 2 times, once looking and once swinging. 6 home runs for him this spring. He's tied with Bobby Dahlbeck of the Red Sox for the most in the Grapefruit League. And a ground ball to short. Martin to Sanchez on to first, and a double play. So they get out of the inning. Red Sox loaded the bases with nobody out, could not score. 2-0 at the end of 6. Red Sox are excited to welcome you back to Fenway Park. Tickets for April games will go on sale tomorrow at 10 a.m. I'm loving this announcement. Visit redsox.com/tickets for more information. Tickets on sale tomorrow morning, Rem Dog.
Yeah, it's been a long time since tickets have been on sale at Fenway Park.
About, what, 4,400 will be in Fenway for the opener against Baltimore. Arroyo, the only change, as he remains in the game, playing shortstop for Xander Bogaerts, who he came in to run for after Xander took ball 4. We go to the 7th inning, 2-0. Sox have the lead. Sawamura will continue to pitch. And Ruiz tonight has gone 1 for 2 with a single. We mentioned one of the big differences between baseball in the United States and baseball in Japan is the size of the baseball. The larger baseball that they use in Japan. There are also only 12 teams in Japan professional baseball. So you see your opponents a lot. Get very familiar with them. High school baseball is incredibly popular.
Always on television there, always on TV, all day long.
And some people think it's more popular than professional baseball.
Yeah, we took a trip over there with the Red Sox obviously years ago, and that's what we spent doing during the day. I'll tell you, that's a tough trip. It's a long way, and it's really tough coming back to the United States.
And I'm with you. The coming back part is what beats you up.
I mean, just knocks you out.
It takes you like 3 weeks to get back on a sleeping schedule. And he'll bounce that one.
The year that we went over there, what was crazy was we played a couple of games that meant something in the standings against the Oakland Athletics. We went back to California. We played the Dodgers in a spring training game, I believe at USC. We went back to Oakland to resume the season, and then we went on to Toronto.
Yes.
And by the time we got to Toronto, totally wiped out, and the team looked it.
Yeah. Remember that vividly. And that game you mentioned in the Coliseum in Los Angeles.
The Coliseum, yeah.
That was incredible. It's like 100,000 people.
Yeah, and the booth was way down the first base line. It was weird. It was very strange. Very short left field out there. They had a big screen up.
Yeah, that was some trip.
Oh, that was, wasn't bad. Coming back wasn't bad in California. Wasn't too bad when we went to Oakland, but when we hit Toronto, it hit everybody.
Yeah. Get on East Coast time. Wham. Here's the 2-2 to Ruiz. Swing and a miss. He put him away. Plawecki will have to toss it on to first and does get the K. One gone in the seventh.
That looked like the split-fingered fastball that time from Sawamura to pick up the strikeout. You can see that dip right at the end on the outside part of the plate. Good pitch. Throw almost got away from Plawecki going down that first baseline, but some fancy footwork by Gonzalez to tag first and get the out.
One away, Valleca next. Red Sox leading it 2-0. It's very rare, I discovered when I was in Japan, for players to change teams. That doesn't happen very often in Japanese baseball. Guys, stay on the same club forever. Regular season games have a 12-inning limit. They will not play beyond 12 innings.
I don't know if it's still true, but they say their spring trainings used to be something incredible. I mean, they worked so hard, and it was so organized, but they really put a lot of time into their spring trainings.
It's a very different game in many ways. A lot of it is in the stands because there's no heckling, which is an art form here in the United States, but in Japan it's frowned upon to heckle players.
Yep. It was kind of a cool experience, except for the trip.
except for the trip itself. It is a long haul, but it's a great country. Wound up to hit that one. It came up empty.
Yeah, fortunate too, I think, there, because that was a very hittable pitch. That pitch was up about letter high, and got away with one right there.
Hirokazu Sawamura with a 1-2 pitch. In there, strike three. Nice faced two batters tonight in this inning and struck them both out.
Yeah, that's kind of where he's got to be with his fastballs, on those inside-outside corners, because he's not overpowering hard. And he just picked up the outside corner beautifully tonight. As a matter of fact, that pitch has been going for the pitches in this game tonight. That outside part of the plate to right-handers.
Urias has struck out, flied out 0 for 2. Bases empty. 0-1. Sox and the Twins tomorrow night on NESN Plus. We'll have that for you here from our NESN studios. Flick foul. Quickly 0-2. Sox have the lead on a Hunter Renfroe blast to right field, 2-run homer. That's been the scoring so far. And a 2-2 pitch. Ooh, said it was in, and the count goes to 3-2.
Close, but maybe a little bit inside. Lucky trying to frame that. Good job by him, but not quite.
All filled up. Lashed and driven foul off to right. Urias has worked it to at least 8 pitches. We are in the 7th. So far, only 4 Oriole hits. And a bounding ball. Rafael Devers been on the money all night long. 1, 2, 3 they go in the 7th. Well, back at JetBlue, Red Sox have a 2-0 lead. Pitching has been really, really good tonight. Sox against Baltimore, their opening day opponent. 1 week from tomorrow. And the Sox to bring up 9-1-2 here in the 7th inning. Plawecki is grounded out and flied out to right. A couple of changes for Baltimore defensively. McKenna now in the game in left field, and that moves Nevin to first base. And upstairs for a ball on Plawecki. Kike Hernandez scheduled to hit next, and a breaking ball rolled on the lefty. Orioles under the manager Brandon Hyde. They hung in there for a while last year, a little bit longer than most anticipated. He did a nice job with a team that was outmatched a lot of the time. Doing that over 162 games is going to be very tough, and that one's fouled back in a big swing by Plawecki. But he seemed to get them to play hard.
That's the only thing you can control in the game of baseball, is how hard the effort that you put into it.
Plawecki with a pop-up. And that'll be caught for out number 1. And Hernandez did next. He's gone 0 for 2 with a walk and a run.
Well, Nevin comes in from left field, gets a little pop-up in the infield this time at first base.
You want to know where the sticky stuff is? Here's your guy. Kike's got it. All over the hard hat. Takes a big swing, but he fouls it away.
Those helmets get heavy as the year goes on. You know, you get to your grip, you touch the top of your cap, and you got a bunch of pine tar up there.
Some guys, after a couple of months, you can't see the emblem. You don't know what club it is.
The B is gone.
Christian Vasquez has that going too. He'll obliterate that in about 2 months.
Well, Troutix, remember him?
Yes.
He used the same hat all season long in the field. It was nasty.
Oh, he did that. High fly ball center field deep. Wilkerson, and back there for the catch. That's McKenna for out number 2. So McKenna's in center, Wilkerson in left for Baltimore. And with 2 down, Alex Verdugo chasing that 3rd hit, an infield single in the 1st. Flied to left and then singled again in the 5th inning. Red Sox trying to add on. No one scored in this game since the 3rd inning. And a strike. Verdugo did a really nice job against left-handers last year. At .320.
Yeah, he has no give in that front shoulder against lefties. He stays right in there.
Now a 3-1 count.
He'll be all geared up.
Really good in a lot of categories. Going the other way, chopped to short, and that'll be all for the Red Sox. Quiet 7th inning, 3 outs, and it is 2-0 Boston.
A big key for the Red Sox in this game tonight. Kiki Hernandez going to his left and falling all over the place, making the throw to first base. Gonzalez with a nice catch on a sinking line drive. And Devers has been very good down at third base in this ball game. One hop right there for the double play, runs to third, gets the throw across the diamond. So defense pitching, very good for the Red Sox in this game tonight.
Adam Ottavino will step to the hill. His numbers last year with the New York Yankees. And this will be his 5th appearance of the spring. He has not given up an earned run. He allowed 1 run in his last outing against the Pirates, but that was unearned. And Diaz, the first man in against him, and he'll look at a strike. Red Sox have 2-0 as we move quickly to the 8th inning. Red Sox have made a bunch of defensive changes. And we'll give you those here in a moment. The 0-1. That is strike 2. Jeter Downs is now in the game at short. Arroyo, who came on to replace Xander Bogaerts at short, has now moved to third. Lunging, and he popped him up. Casas in foul territory will make the catch. That's another change. 1 away. And Puello is in left, and Getty's in right. Puello, the left fielder. Getty's taking over for Hunter Renfroe, who's responsible for all the scoring in this game with a 2-run homer.
2-run home run to the opposite field into the bullpen area.
And Wilkerson will be the batter for the 3rd time. He's 1 for 2. Has one of only 4 Baltimore hits against Red Sox pitching.
Ottavino's worked against Atlanta, Minnesota, Tampa Bay, and Pittsburgh so far this spring.
He fires the 0-1 here to Wilkerson. Ottavino had 140 scoreless appearances. That was the most in the majors. And 81% of them were scoreless. Herman, the new catcher, by the way. One, two on the way. And a punch foul.
And if you're keeping score at home, we'll let you know where they're hitting when they come to the plate.
Because it is the Grapefruit League.
It's the fog of spring training.
We'll know, and then you'll know at the same time. Red Sox trying to go to 13-8-1 for the spring. Ottavino's 1-2 pitch. Waved at and missed. He put him away. 2 down.
It looked like more of a curveball this time than a slider. Big drop on that.
The Red Sox have retired 9 straight. Richie Martin has gone 0 for 2. He's lined to first sharply. He's also struck out. Base is empty. Showing a bunt. Boy, they bunted a lot last year, didn't they?
Yeah, they sure did.
I think they led the majors in bunt hits. I think they had like 16 bunt hits.
I always said with 2 outs, if you're going to bunt, you better be able to steal second base. You're down by a couple of runs in this game, trying to get on first base, trying to maybe swing that bat. I remember being told that a few times, trying to bunt with two outs. If you bunt with 2 outs, you better steal second base and you better be safe.
Yeah, the Orioles 16 bunt hits, which led the majors, 6 more than any other ball club. In a year when all anybody did was hit home runs. A strike, 1 and 2. He's had a good spring, no question. Trying to make it a 1-2-3 inning, which would be the 3rd in a row for the Red Sox.
Tried that fastball, tried to sneak it in the outside corner, just missed by a couple of inches out there. After seeing all those breaking pitches, tried to fool him with the fastball.
Two to Martin. Red Sox and Orioles will see a lot of each other in the opening weeks of the season. 10 of the first 36 games for Boston will be against them. 3-2.
Yeah, think about the breaking ball, the slider for Ottavino, but his fastball's also got some life on it. And a little bit of movement. It's not straight.
And a payoff pitch to Martin. Yeah, he got him. Struck him out with a dandy there. 1-2-3 they go. Winning 50-50 raffle presented by DraftKings will help the Red Sox Foundation's efforts to support the recovery in our local communities. RedSox.com/5050 now through the 7th inning of the game on Sunday. You get a chance to win half of the jackpot, which now is up around $30,000. Please see official rules for full details. Late here in Fort Myers, and the Red Sox enjoying a 2-0 lead over the Orioles. Dave O'Brien and Jerry Remy alongside.
That was Neil Diamond down there that was leading Sweet Caroline. There goes Neil. Got the California look on it. I mean, the Florida look tonight.
Yes. Cuello the batter. Remember the Red Sox first game back, very poignant after the marathon bombings 2013, and Neil Diamond came and in person sang the song. Do you think there's any truth to the story that he called the switchboard at Fenway and said, "I'd like to sing Sweet Caroline," and whoever answered said, "Well, who are you?" Why should you be allowed to sing that in there for strike 3? I heard that story. I just don't know if there's any truth to it.
I don't know either, but can you imagine how many people call the switchboard and say that?
Right, exactly. One man away. And Arroyo to climb in.
You'd think he'd have some connections at Fenway. We wouldn't have to call the switchboard, right?
Yeah.
Excuse me, this is Mr. Neil Diamond.
Right. Just happened to be on my private plane headed your way, and if you'd like me to drop in, I'd be happy to sing Sweet Caroline. A 1-0 pitch in tight. Red Sox trying to make it 3 in a row here in spring training. And soon enough, we'll see these Orioles for real 1 week from tomorrow. That'll be stung into left, but caught. Wilkerson with the grab, and 2 down. It's actually been the best pitched game on both sides that you and I have seen so far this spring.
It really has, yeah. Pitchers have been attacking the hitters in this game tonight. Especially Nate Eovaldi.
So base is empty, 2 gone in the bottom of the 8th. Herman, the catcher, batting for the first time. Hitting in what was Rafael Devers' spot. Rafi had a base hit tonight. He was 1 for 3. Had a really good night at third base. Made some fine plays there. Lefty-lefty duel and a 2-0. Also, if the Red Sox win this game, they're going to be 9-2 at JetBlue. 4-6-1 in road games, but 9-2 at home if they win it. Three and 1. And Lowther's pitch. Drops it in there to fill up the count.
It's not the one you're looking for anyway on 3-1 count. You're looking for that one fastball middle in against the left-handed pitcher.
Reaches out, pokes a little ground ball to short. And the Red Sox will go in order. We move on to the 9th. 2-0 Boston.